So I want to transition this into specific ways in more HR typical related fashion, because we all know that we're the ones that help facilitate bringing in talent. And how do we retain that talent? The costs of turnover are so significant. So you have this idea of retaining talent through evolving skill sets. I just wanted to hear a little bit more about what you were talking about there.
Definitely. So, like I said, when I joined Genea, I was a team of one. We were a smaller organization. We had 40 employees just in the US, and we've scaled since then over the last few years to about 150 across multiple countries. And we have had to figure out how do we help team members grow along with us, because the skill set when you're small and you're more of a startup is wear a lot of hats and be able to do a lot of different things and all hands on deck. But as you grow and you scale and you onboard, you have to shift as leaders, and including the employees, you have to shift to get better at figuring out what is our shared vision, going back to the teamwork. We're on the same team. So what is the vision? Where are we going? What are our core values? That's something that we did to help get everyone on the same page. Is what are our core values? How do we operate as a company? We took that from what the employees were telling us in surveys and comments, as well as what we authentically were already doing and wanted to be. So we came up with core values that we really live by, a purpose statement, and figured out how do we communicate this vision to people, because before it was small enough that everyone just knew the vision, they're all going in the same direction. But as you grow and you start expanding, we have employees in 23 US states and across 4 countries. And so how do we ensure that everyone knows the vision, because they're not sitting in the office? So talking about it in town halls, giving regular updates on goals, where we're going, and using those core values to incentivize behavior and help guide the employees. That really helped us allow the employees to grow with Genea as we saw where we were going. And again, it goes back to the vision and where you're going so that people know that. And then it also goes back to hiring the right people. So you have to find talent who fits your current need that you have today, the burning need, but you have to find people who are going to grow with you over the next few years as well, and who are able to keep up as the company scales. So what we would have hired for before, maybe someone who could wear a lot of hats, we now start to hire people who are more experts in their area, who have done this for a while, who can bring those insights. And we start looking at the soft skills, the personality. So before we would look for people in our industry because we thought, well, we need people that have our industry knowledge. Well, what we learned, and it goes back to understanding your industry and your competitors, is that Genea offers cloud solutions, and many of our competitors are still on-prem hardware, just not in the cloud, not progressive. And so when we were hiring people from our similar industry, we were finding that we weren't getting the right culture fit. They weren't progressive enough. They weren't problem solvers. They weren't excited about the mission of growth and creating the structure with us. So we said, let's zoom out a little bit and let's hire people that actually fit with our culture and our core values. And as soon as we did that, we saw such a shift in the type of people that we were hiring, the retention, the satisfaction, and then that all leads to the results too from the team and meeting their KPIs and meeting their goals and helping the company move forward and continue to be successful. So that was a big shift for us, was hiring for the right talent to grow with us as well.